Hey everyone, it's Megan with Club Ruby Designers. Thank you so much for joining me for another video on birthday fun, birthday surprises. Today I'm going to be scrapbooking a few photos I have from my kids. We had a joint second and third birthday because their birthdays are less than a month apart. And so we had a bowling party for them. And so I'm going to do both their photos, just a few because I only have a few. Unfortunately, my camera died at their party. How sad is that? So I just have about a half a dozen or so photos from their actual party portion from bowling. So anyway, it's still a ton of fun. We still had a great time. They just aren't the best photos in the entire world, but sometimes that's what you get out of life and sometimes that's just what happens. So I really wanted to show that you can still have fun and, you know, basically have, you know, still scrapbook your memories even without the best photos in the entire world. You can still scrapbook your memories, and that's what this is all about. It's not, sometimes it's just not all about, you know, how much time you can spend on a page and how much you just want to remember the memories and how precious is a 2- and 3-year-old birthday. So, you know, they don't care what the actual page looks like. They just care that they had fun at the party and that their mommy and daddy, you know, love them and everything else. So that's what I'm really trying to capture with this scrapbook page. And I think it's just going to turn out absolutely adorable by the time this is all said and done. So we're going to get started. I'm using this pink as the base because she's my girl, and honestly this party was really the reason and inspiration for choosing this paper for this month. So you guys really get to have some fun with what I love and I use, and I just love that about Club Ruby Designers and our kits and everything. So we're going to mat these photos. We're going to start with that. I'm going to use my Crafter's Companion, and the way I mat my photos, I don't measure so much as I just place down, glue down, and go. So that's what you can do as well. Just place enough space between, and then you just glue down, you trim it out, and if it's not exact, oh well, you still have fun. So at least that's my take on it. And that's what I do. Gets pretty even when you do it just right. You know, take enough time that it's not sloppy, but you don't need to spend hours for it to be gorgeous. And that's just a little too big, so we'll trim that a little bit more, and we can still use that strip for something. And then I think I'm going to mat it on this green also, just for that extra pop. And it kind of depends on what I'm doing if I do this. Sometimes I will trim out the interior just to really conserve and save paper. But I'm not going to do that today. I'm not too concerned. I just want a little bit of that green showing. We're just going to leave that be. Just like this. Trim this down. So you guys really get to see me create this entire scrapbook layout. I don't always prep everything first, and I don't always, you know, really kind of decide what I'm doing. I just sort of have fun with it, lay it out, and just really enjoy, you know, the process of making scrapbook layouts. So we're going to start by placing this here, and then I have 2 of the die cuts that are included in the kit, and I thought this would be adorable to kind of have coming out, or you know, kind of peeking out here. The other thing I thought that would be really cute is with this pink strip to kind of use this as an anchor for the page and kind of break it up a little bit because it's such a busy background. So to take the 12" by whatever's left, and I think it's about probably 3.5, maybe 4 inches. Yeah, probably about 4 inches. So 12 inches by 4 inches. You can just run a couple strips of glue. Place this on your 12 by 12 layout. Now, you know me, my stitching, gotta do it. I'm just gonna do it along the bottom border. Really thick, really wide, white gel pen. Really thick. Lay it on there. Go all the way across. Just like that. Really messy too, just to give it, not sloppy, but uneven, you know, sporadic. Just gives it a different feel, and I really like it. All right, so there's that. And this is going to go on top of here, just like so. So we're going to place this down first. Our die cut is going to go down first because we don't want that to go off the page, but we want it all the way against the edge. Do we want it down here? You know what we do? I'm going to use that point as kind of the tying in factor here. And it's going to go right there, just like that. And this is going to be for all of my journaling, just like so. We're going to glue down our photo next. That is just a little bit shorter than the actual photo frame, and that's fine. Let's see here. How do we want that to look? That's good. Just like that. We'll have it as even, tight up against there as possible. Just like that. I'm going to grab this green border that was included in the kit. You can just open that up right along the top. These adhesive borders are awesome. If you just pull out the green one, be careful with removing the staple. You don't want to rip them by removing the staple because they are a full 12 inches, which is perfect. Wow, it's really storming outside today. Whoa, crazy. I love thunderstorms. I am such a fan of thunderstorms and rain. It's been extra rainy around here right now this whole month of May, and we're still in May here, so I can have these videos up for June, but my goodness, is it stormy. All right, so you just peel off the adhesive backing, and this is a little bit of like a felt feeling kind of paper that's embossed. It's really pretty. So you just carefully remove the adhesive. Go slow so that you don't rip it. So beautiful. And this border is going to go from edge to edge up here at the pink. Actually, do I want it at the pink or do I want it here? I'm going to do it right here. And we're going to start here and go all the way across. So cute. Grab your scissors and just trim off that extra little edge, or just wrap it around. There is adhesive on it, so you could just wrap it around. Actually, that's probably the best way to do it, is wrap it around so you get a really even cut instead of like cut lines. An even break instead of cut line. All right, and then this is going to go right here, and I'm going to pop this picture up because I love pop dotting up pictures on my scrapbook pages. It really does give an extra level of dimension to your page, and it just really kind of can draw your eye to the picture and what's going on with the picture. So as long as you don't have too thick of pop dots, you can do this pretty easily, and it'll still go in your protective pages in your scrapbook albums. And yes, I do use protective sheets. I use the side load usually, side load scrapbook protectors. I do have a lot of top loaders too, so you know, kind of whatever I can find on sale. I just make sure that they're acid free and they're 12 by 12. And then I have all kinds of different things. There are scrapbooks and scrapbook protectors that I absolutely would love to spend money on and get a bunch of, but I try to be careful with what I buy. All right, this I'm going to ink the edges to. I am going to grab my Raspberry Fizz from Paper Tray Ink, my favorite ink color in the world right now. And I'm inking the edges. On this blue, it gives a nice purple color. Again, gives it a little bit more of a finished off look and defines it just a little bit more. And we're going to double pop dot up this. So I'm going to place down one layer of pop dots, peel up, and then place down a second layer of pop dots. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and finish off the scrapbook layout. I cut out the happy birthday phrase from the birthday bash cartridge, and then I cut out the number 2 at 3 1/4 inches in the font and the font shadow, so they could layer on top of each other, so I can either put the 2 down here, but what I think I'm going to do is do a 2 here and then a 2 up here, and then just the happy birthday sentiment that was cut out. So the fit to length was 3 1/2 inches of a fit to length for that. So we're just going to glue this down. Genevieve is in here. She sees her birthday pictures. She's excited to see them. Jenna, who is this? Who is this?
Ben.
That's not Ben, that's you, silly girl. You silly. All right, so we're just gonna glue this down. And you could ink those edges to give some definition, which I'm going to do on my number 2. I'm just gonna grab my Raspberry Fizz, go right around the edges, give that fun, distinct definition right around the edges. So there's the number 2. And there is the number 2 in green. Perfect. And then you can pop dot these or just glue them down. I'm just going to glue them. Glue them right on down. White gel pen. And then I can write in my journaling right there, and I have my complete layout. So it was really quick, simple, and easy. Lots of fun with the Birthday Bash Cricut cartridge. You can also add some stickles, some bling. This was one of the stickles that was included in a previous kit. It was included in the April kit. And I'm just going to go ahead and add a few extra little blingies because I can. And I'm going to get yelled at for doing dots of 3, I'm sure, because I am a dots of 3 kind of girl. It's almost an OCD. There's a lot of glitter right on this page already, so it's adorable to add. Right to there. And let's do just a little bit more right here. All right, there is our complete layout. I hope you guys have a great day and happy birthday to all of you. Bye-bye.